Welcome to my last Friday in Japan for a while. But there's only one way to spend that last Friday, and it's at the auctions, guys. You guys know what's going on. You guys know why I'm here. We're here to inspect some cars. We actually only have maybe 2 cars to inspect for potential purchase, and then we're going to be just kind of walking around, enjoying our last Friday at the auctions and checking out some other cars, showing you guys a few cars that are available and try to give you a ballpark estimate on the price. But today I'm already at my first car, so let's take a look. This one is a 1972 Nissan Skyline GTX. It is the Yokosuka Skyline that you guys all know. Absolutely beautiful. It's got the GTR badges on it. A lot of people make these GTR clones because the GTR prices on these are astronomical in the $100,000 to $200,000, even up to $300,000 sometime range. But this one is the GTX. It's got a lot of GTR stuff on it though, and we're inspecting this one for a customer today. I'm gonna pull it out. There's lots of room right here, get a good look at it and start it up. Getting in these old Skylines is like a trip in a time machine. It's just crazy. Feels so old school, but at the same time, it's got power windows and lots of little gadgets. Let's start it up, see how she sounds. Oh wow, that fired up, no problem. Take a look at this thing. This thing is pretty awesome condition. There's a little bit of rust underneath right over here that I noticed while I was inspecting the underbody, even though some of you guys think I don't do that. But right there was a little bit. Nothing like too crazy. But other than that, this car is really, really nice. Really clean. Sounds really good. I'll give it a couple revs for you guys here in just a second. Everything in here pretty nice and tidy. Pretty nice and clean. I love the way these hoods pop open. It's so cool and old school. I had a couple Japanese guys come over here while I was inspecting it, and they were kind of taking a look at it too, and I obviously have the key checked out for it, but they were checking it out. They gave it a couple revs, and they noticed the Yokosuka on the back of my shirt, and they were like, oh, you buy? Like, America? That's pretty funny. But this one's nice. It's pretty nice looking. Let's let you guys hear it. These motors just sound so good. Very, very awesome. But I am gonna park this one and go return the key so they don't get all angry at me for having the key for too long. For now, that was our only car to look at for the day. We might be inspecting another for another customer a little bit later on, but now I just wanna walk around. I wanna enjoy my last Friday here. I wanna show you guys some of these cars, kind of pick some stuff maybe we haven't gone over too much, and try to give you an idea of prices so you know an idea of what you might be looking to spend if you're in the market for a JDM car. First off, let's take a look at this dope Hiace. It's got the big rally lights in the front, kind of like the Delica. Is this one an older one? This one's a 1996. It's grade 3C. Looks a little bit worn down, but got the full-time 4-wheel drive. I like the more off-roady looking vans of Japan. That's one thing Japan always destroyed America on, is their vans. Super awesome van culture here. Super custom limited. I would love to pick up a Hiace too. There's so many Japanese vans I would love to pick up. Oh, and the keys in it. Look at that. Got the captain's chair, or is it a bench? It's kind of a bench captain's chair. That's kind of weird. I bet this thing has 1,000,000. Whoa! I was gonna say I bet it has 1,000,000 miles, but look at the setup on this thing. Whoa, the seat just adjusted to me. I've never actually been in one of these. Oh, that is so dope. It's kind of like the Soars. It's got like a, almost like a heads-up display. That is so cool. Man, Toyota really was doing the right thing when they made some of these gauge clusters back in the 90s. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of dusty, but it's like way back there in the rear. It's pretty awesome. It does have around 246,000 kilometers though, so a little bit higher. The vans usually are, but for a diesel, that's really not anything to worry about. Here's one for the Evo boys and girls out there. Evo 7. Doesn't look too bad. Black's always hard to keep clean and look good, especially when it sits in a dirty auction house for probably a few weeks at a time. But it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like too crazily modified or anything. Got the RPF ones. Is that a factory steering wheel? I think this one's, oh, it is unlocked. No key, but I don't know. Is that the factory steering wheel in these? I kind of don't think so. It looks like the Momo Race that almost all JDM sports cars have in them. think this one's been smoked in, boys. Has, let's see, how many kilometers? 126,000 kilometers, year 2001, grade 3C. Not bad. Now there's some old school stuff for you. Mark II. What is, they were just rocking those lights on everything back in the 90s. Big old yellow JDM fogs. Grade 3.5C, 64,000 original kilometers. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Very low kilometers. Corona Mark II. I have no idea on price for this. All these cars came with rain guards too, and these ones are actually really cool looking. You don't really see like this cool kind of metal finish rain guard. This one is locked. A little bit of Sabi rust. Well, what do we have here hiding in the corner? FD RX-7. Will it be USA legal? Let's take a look at the condition to determine if it's going to be USA legal. It's got some tape like holding in the headlights. This one doesn't look bad. Not too bad at all. It's got a few little dings in it I can see. Very dirty. Some fading on the wing. RX-7 Mazda Speed. Still got the dealership sticker on it from when it was purchased. Of course, it's got a F-Boy Supreme sticker on it. I don't think this one's gonna be USA legal. Nope, it's a 2001 Type RB. For pricing on this, I'm not really sure, to be honest, since I don't usually pay attention to the newer RX-7 pricing, but I would have, ooh, that's actually pretty bad right there. God, somebody like dropped something bad on that. Maybe 10, probably a little more than 10, probably like 15,000 US dollars maybe. Right now I am seriously just walking in like parts of the auction that I've really never walked in before, just looking for random cars. And this is kind of a cool find. The Laurel is always pretty cool, but a Mitsubishi Mirage Cyborg. I've never seen one of these in person. I've only seen them on the internet. I've only read about them on the internet. Oh my God, this one is rough too. So it came, it's 4-wheel drive, it's turbocharged. It's got like a 1.6 liter motor, I think. I think it's only around 150 horsepower or so. It's not like it's super powerful, but it was kind of like, I don't know, would this be like almost the first Evo? It was before the Evos were really in production. This one's a 1990. They're very interesting. This one is beat to crap. I have no idea what something like this will go for. Full-time 4-wheel drive. Is the hood already popped? Yes, it is. It has 122,000 original rough kilometers on it. Dang, look under here though. It doesn't look so bad under the hood, minus the rust on the strut towers. That does look pretty bad. But not a bad looking motor. I think the key's in it too. Maybe we should start this one up. The corners of the auction house and what you might find. That is just bad. Wow, the seats are pretty cool looking in it. All right, we are in neutral. We do have a key. Oh wow, I think we're gonna start too. Eee. Eee. Stop it. Very Evo sounding. Sounds just like when you start up like an Evo 4 or something. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Mitsubishi Mirage Cyborg? You think you'd purchase it? I think I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram a long time ago about one of these, and I was like, what the heck is a Mitsubishi Mirage Cyborg? So I looked it up, and this is the first time I've ever come across one, and it's just randomly, so that's pretty funny. Would you buy it? It's got to be cheap. In the condition it's in, it's got to be dirt cheap. I would imagine $2,000–3,000 at most. I don't know how collectible they are since they are pretty rare, but this thing is beat to crap. Oh wow, is that a 350Z? A Fair Lady Z? I never really feature these because I don't really see the point. We have them in America, they're everywhere. And in Japan, they're pretty much everywhere too. Those are some pretty big wheels though. They're cool. I think I would buy one. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy one of these when I go home. I need something when I get back to the States that I can buy for, you know, pretty cheap, like $4 grand or so that I can have something to daily, because the Delica and the 180 won't be back by then. So I'm gonna need to find something to daily. I was thinking maybe a Civic Si, like an 8th generation 4-door, but I don't know, maybe it'd be fun to get a 350 and just beat the crap out of a 350 for a few months. Let me know, comment below what you think I should buy for 4-ish grand in the States when I get back. Look at this thing, a Cedric, crazy station wagon. This thing's so long, I would not want to drive this in Japan. I feel like this should be a hearse. Like you could fit dead bodies in this thing. Stacks of them. Cool paint job though. It's a grade R. Has 186,000 original kilometers, and it is, wow, it's a 96 too. I expected it to be kind of older than that. Pretty cool looking. Sick. I really like these two. Was it a Land Cruiser, I believe? Nice big meaty tires. These are so cool. I want these too. I want to buy everything. It's got Recaros in it too. That's pretty awesome. I don't think that's factory, is it? Those seats almost match though. I wonder if these are factory Reccaros in this thing. It's only got 100,000 kilometers. That's pretty sweet. Me likey. Is it gas or diesel? It is gasoline. Very cool though. I would totally sport something like that. No doubt. Pricing on these kind of varies a lot. Like something like this, what year was this one? This one is a 1994, so this one is USA legal. So price will definitely be more. Usually on nice things like this, a nice condition one, it seems pretty nice. I see a little bit of paint peeling on the roof, but probably in the 10 to 12,000 maybe. I could be a little wrong because I don't follow these as closely as I do some of the sports cars, but I think that's kind of ballpark figure what we're looking at for that. Japanese auction trucks gone wild. This is turning into a big truck and SUV edition here, but this one's another awesome one. Look at this thing. Now this one is very expensive, I think. I think these are the ones that go up into the $20,000-ish range, 20 to 30,000, because I think these are a lot more collectible than like the other one. These big Land Cruisers. Grade 3C as well, yeah. And this one is USA legal. It's a 1989, 270, it's undocumented kilometers. It is diesel though. Interesting. I love it, bros. I love this thing. See if it starts up. She fires right up. I have a feeling this one will be a lot more expensive though. Like I said, $20,000 to $30,000 most likely. Maybe with the undocumented kilometers it'll go a little bit less, but this is an awesome truck and definitely something I would like to have. We have the factory steering wheel back there too. This thing is super awesome. Like I'm actually freaking out right now about how much I want this thing. I don't know, I just love cars from this time frame and this, I don't know, it's just so cool. I would love to take this back to South Carolina and do some sick off-roading stuff in it. But we do have the Delica for that, and I paid a fraction of the price for the Delica of what this is probably going for. The Roadster, I don't like that body style at all. I can deal with the older body styles, but I don't like this one really at all. The Celica, another thing I don't really like at all. Not a big fan of this body style Celica, and you see these all over the USA. You don't see too many of them in Japan. I've seen a few, but not too many. This thing's all ricered up, really bad paint, like flat white and crappy black, and it has a roll cage. That's really funny that this has a roll cage. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of these things. They look like they were just like pieced together or something. Like they don't look well built or well put together. They're just not very aesthetically pleasing cars for my eyes. Jesus, it's all gutted out and everything. Got the roll cage in it. Like, was it raced or did they just want to put a roll cage in it? Because, I mean, it doesn't look like it's like that modified. Yeah, it's just got like an exhaust and some wheels. Yeah, it really doesn't have much done to it at all. And it's a grade 4C. That's kind of disturbing to me. You see a grade 4 usually and you're like, oh wow, that must be a nice car. And I mean, I'm not saying it's not nice because it's a Celica, but like it's just like cheap paint. Like I don't see how this got a 4. That's why you got to be careful with auctions. Because look at this. Like I don't know if you can see that in the paint right there, but that looks awful. But yet somehow this still gets a grade 4 exterior. Like this is not grade 4 quality at all. This whole front bumper is just like matte white and matte like primer. I don't know, it's just, I can't believe it's a grade 4. That's why when you see auction grades, you need to, it's best to get a look at the car, but if you can't get a look at the car, at least try to do as much looking at the pictures and reading about it as possible. Because I just don't think that's grade 4 quality at all. So there's not a whole lot of real interesting stuff on this floor. I know we've found a few things, but we're in Rainbow Tower right now. And I think what I'm gonna do for this video is I think I'm gonna break it up. I think I'm gonna video the rest of the floors, or at least a few more floors here in Rainbow Tower. And then I'll end the video, because I mean, this is already gonna be a long video anyway. And then I'll start a new video over at Jumbo Tower and do some cars over at Jumbo Tower. That way we can at least have a couple more videos from the auction instead of it being one last auction video. Also, you can't really tell yet, but we have a freaking mega super typhoon like Haggis or Haggard or Hannibal or some weird H word. I don't know, I haven't paid attention enough to it, but it's like a super typhoon category 5 and it's heading this way. I think it's gonna go a little bit north up to Tokyo, but still we're gonna feel a lot of it here tomorrow. I feel as if floor 3 is a very boring floor. It looks like it's all K cars. I don't see one car. Well, there's some not K cars down that way. We'll see what happens. However, I do see a K car we can feature. Look at these things. This is actually what I'm featuring, is another Jimny, but that one's new. This one I think is a little bit older. Maybe not, maybe it just looks old, but I love these things. I love the crap out of a Suzuki Jimny. They're K cars, so they're cheap to insure, they're cheap to get your road registration on, and they're just so cool. They're little cool cars. I think this one is probably a little bit newer. I think it's just kind of made to look a little bit vintage. Oh, actually it is kind of old. It's a 1996, so it's getting there in age. But they're just really fun cars. Something else that would be really fun, just take and go off-roading and have a good time in. But I think it would get old being that small. Like I like the Delica because it's got a lot more room. If I want to go off-roading and then I don't feel like driving home, I can close the curtains, lock up the car, and camp in the thing. I don't know, guys. Is this a sign? Oh, there's two of them. Am I supposed to buy a 350 when I get home? I've never owned one. I think it'd be kind of a fun car to own and beat on and not really care about too much. I think you can get them dirt cheap back in the States if I remember correctly. It's a nice Evo 10, nice and clean. I love white, always a fan of a white car. Now here's that word again that some of you tried to say I didn't pronounce right. I don't think it's muggin. Mugging. I don't know. Thinking about Japanese, maybe it is. I've always said Mugen, but I grew up in the South in a place that didn't understand these kind of cars. But CRZ, Mugen edition, however you want to say it. Comment below however you want me to say it. I know plenty of you already probably are. Is the Evo unlocked? The Evo's got the back window down. So the Evo does have the key in it. It's interesting to see how some cars have the key, some don't. Like this is obviously like a somewhat more expensive car, but then like they lock the keys in some piece of crap like Mark II or something. Ooh, how cheap are 370s back in the state? That interior is pretty baller. Automatic though, I'm definitely not buying an automatic. What do they call these things? I think they call them MRSs, not really MR2s. Never really been a fan of these. I like the color though, MRS, yeah. Toyota actually brought back this color on the GT86 over here, I think last year, and I saw my first one in person the other day, and it does look really nice. Ooh, I don't know, maybe this is the sign. Maybe I'm supposed to get an 8th gen Civic. Obviously we don't have the Type R 8th gen in the States, but that looks really good. I love 8th gen Civics, especially the Type R. I'm gonna sit in this thing. I'm gonna get all up in this. Oh my god, it smells like it too. Like I used to have a I had the first year of the 9th gen Civic Si, and it smells exactly the same inside. That's strange. Oh, maybe because it's brand new. Oh my god, this is a 2007 grade 5A with 1,000 original kilometers. One owner car. Oh my god, what a find. I had no idea I would stumble across this. Thought it was just your typical run-of-the-mill Type R, but that's why it smells good inside, because it smells new inside. Oh man, I do love that. I guess this is one you have to have your foot on the clutch to start. I would love to have this. This would be a great, great car to drive in Japan. Nice, easy, comfortable, 4 doors, easy clutch, styling. If I was staying in Japan, I would probably buy this. This is amazing. I do imagine it'll be pretty expensive though, being that low kilometers in a one owner car. It still smells new inside. That's what I'm smelling. That is awesome. Man, I want this. Now this is what a high grade car should look like. No issues, no paint issues. I mean, there's a huge, huge difference between a grade 5 and a grade A. I mean, a grade 5 and a grade 4. You almost never see grade 5 cars. Like that V-Spec 2 Nur with 5,000 kilometers, that was a grade 5. This is a grade 5 because it has 1,000 kilometers. But like, you almost never see grade 5s on used cars. I think somebody's messing with me. I'm just getting slapped in the face with Z's and 8th gen Civics today. Just tempting me for when I get back to the States. Did a little feature on this Toyota Supra in the last auction video, so you're going to have to go check that video if you want to see about this one. Ooh, hello. Another Evo. Interesting color. Is it silver or is it blue? It's like a silverish blue color. How do you look? Pretty good. Pretty good. I think it's the Evo 8, right? Doesn't the Evo 8 have that front end? I'm not so familiar with the newer Evos as much as I am the older Evos. Yeah. GSR Evo 8, 39,000 original kilometers. Wow. 2003, grade 3.5B. See, like this is a grade 3.5, but that Celica got a grade 4 for the exterior. Like, get the heck out of here. That's ridiculous. This is a very nice looking car. This, in my opinion, should be like a grade 4, a grade 4.5. And the Celica got a 4. Get out of here. Carbon fiber wing, that's nice. Carbon fiber inside there. I like that. That looks really good. Little titanium exhaust too. Another one. I think this is the floor we were on last week too. Ooh, we got some good stuff right here. All right, let's start with what I saw first. This is, I think this is the same, this is definitely the same 180 we looked at in last week's auction video. It sounds like crap. Somebody commented and said it sounded really good, but it does not sound good. If you think that sounds good, you crazy. But you can check out last week's video to take a look at this one. Now this one, I know this one too. You can check out this one in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago auction video. This is the Sil-80 that I was considering purchasing. I inspected this one and I inspected the 180 that I bought on the same day. This one went up. I placed a small bid on it, not very much, and it went well over that. The price on this, they want a lot for it. Over 10 grand for something that doesn't look very good at all. And it is a wiring freaking nightmare inside of this thing. Not the best quality car, but it is USA import legal. And it's a Sil-80, so I mean, they're cool. Sil-eighties are cool. I like Sil-eighties a lot. Then we have an R34 GTT. This one looks pretty good. Pretty good. Like maybe it's been repainted good. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I like GTTs. I used to like think, you know, oh, GTR or nothing. But after driving a GTT, I could seriously see myself owning a GTT. They're very fun. Not even half, like a quarter of the price now. Definitely a good car that I think right now you can still get cheap, and we can store these for you, 1998 models. That'll be legal in 4 years for the USA, and once they become legal, I think the price on these is gonna really shoot up as well. Not as much as the GTR, obviously, but it'll definitely go up. Then we have the Celica here, I think SS2, probably. I don't think it's a GT4. Yeah, SS2, 88,000 original kilometers, grade 3.5, 1996. Not bad looking. I think if I was gonna get one, I would get the GT4, but I really honestly don't even like the GT4s or the GT4 WRCs. I appreciate them for what they are and their performance, but I think they're, in my opinion, pretty ugly cars. Something like this though, probably super cheap, probably $5,000, $6,000. And then the EK9, something else I would love to own. This one looks pretty good too. A lot of them look beat the heck up at auction. This is a pretty good looking EK9. Looks like maybe some paint issues there. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Let's take a look at the auction sheet on this one. This one is a grade 4B. That's pretty good. See if we can focus here. There we go. It is a one owner car, 106,000 original kilometers. And it is a 2000 model. That's pretty awesome. One owner, 2000, 106,000 kilometers, grade 4B. This is the kind of Type R you want to buy. This is the EK9 you want to buy. Being one owner, fairly low kilometers. Heck, maybe we should start it up, see what it sounds like while we're here. There we go. That's what a factory EK9 sounds like. I really do love EK9s. There's a little bit of mess in the paint right up here and a little dent on top. I don't know if you can see it. But EK9 is definitely worth purchasing. Definitely a car that's going to highly increase in value. Right now, they're already expensive. They're still, the lowest you can probably possibly get one for is around 12 or 13,000 US dollars. And I mean, I see some of these for sale for like 20,000. This one being one owner, 100,000 kilometers, high grade. I think this one will be a little bit more expensive, probably in the $15,000 range or so. Another car that if I was staying in Japan long term, this is definitely something I would buy. Another Evo, and there's an Evo in front of it, Evo over there, Evo over here. Lots of Evo 10s. It's crazy. All right, with a raise of hands, who wants to hear a Laurel startup? Got a nice front mount. I bet this thing sounds really good. It looks like it. It just looks like it. Like you look at it and you're like, this thing sounds good. It's probably got a straight pipe. The question is, will it start? Because I am not going to find a battery jumper. And it will not start. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to tease you. It teases me when I do that too. Grade 4B, wow. 87,000 original kilometers, 2001. Pretty nice. It's got a nice fat daddy exhaust on it too. It probably would have sounded awesome. What do we have here? Oh, I started this one up. I called this an F-boy car. I think some of you might have got a little upset that I kept calling cars F-boy cars in one of those videos, but this is definitely an F-boy car. Like, I'm not saying that all four-door or loud drift cars are F-boy cars, but you got a Monster Energy drink sticker, you might be an F-boy. Gotta keep the Subaru people happy. Here you are. This MR2 is one that I inspected a couple videos ago that we were thinking about buying for the USA shop, but it went pretty expensive, and as you can see, it's still here because it is still pretty expensive. So you'll notice cars. The first week this popped up at auction, I was like, ooh, let's go take a look. But that was like 3-4 weeks ago, and here it is, still here. Moving on up, let's see what floor number 5 has to offer. So far, floor 5, pretty boring, but what the heck is this thing? Like, what the heck is with these, I guess they're hubcaps, but very strange. It's a twin, just a twin. Suzuki? Yeah, I think it's made by Suzuki, it looks like. Oh yeah, real strange, real weird, real cheap. This floor so far has just been nothing but like boring, like not even K cars mostly, but just boring cars. Like this is the floor that every shop in Japan goes to shop at to buy their cars. Just the boring everyday white, silver, and sometimes black Priuses and things like that. Very boring. It's like I'm walking through a rental car place or something. Amongst the boringness, I have found a Supra. Now this Supra, I was actually talking to a customer about this Supra. This one is a 1998. He is stationed in Japan. He's military in Japan. He's got a deposit with us and he's looking for a Toyota Supra. This one is a one owner car. It's got a little bit higher kilometers. It's an RZ, twin turbo, 2JZ GTE. It's got 168,000 kilometers, one owner. It said it had a little bit of engine oil leaking. And it said that the paint on the spoiler was not good. I guess they're just talking about that. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Right there's a little chip, but overall not a bad looking Supra at all. Now this one did go up for sale earlier and it didn't sell. It didn't sell. The bidding got up to around $28,000 on this one, and it didn't meet whatever their reserve was. So now it is at a negotiation price, and unfortunately I can't tell you the negotiation price. I think for the price that they're asking, I think it's a good car. Pretty rare color, you don't see it in this color very often, and the fact that it's an RZ, one owner, I think that's a pretty good purchase to make. Somebody could have already purchased it by now. That was up at like 3 or 4 hours ago, so somebody could have negotiated out a price and purchased it already. Not completely sure, but if you're in the market for a Supra or any other car that we've seen today, please feel free to hit me up in the links below. I see comments like, where can we get in touch with you? Where can we get in touch with you? Just look in the links below this video. This screen right now you're watching, look under the screen, and there's links to where you can contact me. Sorry, rant over. Beautiful Supra though. The newer looking STI looking pretty sexy. Hello. If you guys don't know already, and even by this video, I love Hondas. I'm a Honda guy at heart. The new Type R. Do love some new Type R. 21,000 original kilometers, grade 4.5A. Basically new. Very, very beautiful. Ooh, piece of candy, S chassis. We have an S14 over here. Look at this thing. It's nice. It's got some nice big meaty tires on it. Executive Racing Power Evolution. Nice tail lights. What do you guys think about this one so far? I'm liking it. I am definitely liking the way it looks. So this is gonna be the newer one, unless it's just got the conversion on the headlights. The auction sheet's over there. But this does look pretty good. Front mount intercooler. I just like the way the wheels, it's good fitment. Of course you're not unlocked. Oh, oh no, okay, yep. It's 96. Yep, not quite USA import legal yet. Sylvia K's edition. Factory turboed. I like you. You have to choose one to drive for the rest of your life. Supra, RX-8. RX-8 all day, babe. Just kidding. Definitely the Supra. Now this one is super dusty. Look how dusty this thing is. That means this thing has been here for a while, which means it is probably pretty expensive. Oh, it's automatic. Okay, maybe I'm gonna change my answer. Is the RX-8 automatic? Oh. RX-8 is not automatic. I think I might go with RX-8, guys. I don't know if I could deal with an automatic Supra for the rest of my life. This one's a 1998 RZS. It is turboed, so there is that. It's turboed. I don't know. Hard to say. Ooh, she unlocked. She shouldn't be unlocked. No key in it. It's got some nice carbon fiber stuff around the panel and around the gauges. Interesting seats. The hood is popped too. Let's have a gander. Oh yeah. She's turbo all right, boys. Pretty clean looking, no rust. Not a bad car. But 104,000 original kilometers it says, and being automatic and turbo, I'm guessing somebody is asking a lot for it as to why this is so dusty. And it will sit here for a while. All right, boys, let's head up to the roof. Roof is our last stop on this tower, and then I think I'm gonna end this video. It's like the calm before the storm right now. Usually it's super windy up here. It's a little bit windy. You're probably getting a little bit of wind noise right now. But that typhoon will be here starting tonight and into Saturday and Sunday. And that thing is gonna rock this place. Luckily, like I said, though, it does look like it's gonna side skirt us, and we won't get the major force of the blow. Is that how you say that? Force of the blow? The blunt of the force? I don't know. Guys, I got my words a little tied up right now. I'm rambling. Why am I even talking to you guys right now? Let's find a car. From experience from coming to these things every week for the last few months, normally there's a lot of like kind of cool cars up here, but it seems like maybe they've replaced the cool cars with like your everyday typical cars and put all the cool cars down on the lower levels. I don't know if that's in anticipation for the Typhoon coming or if they just kind of rotate them on a certain weekly basis. I'm not sure how that works. We do have a lonely R34 over here though. What are you doing, guy? 25 GTX factory 5-speed, 1998, 109,000 original kilometers. Ooh, it was swapped from automatic to manual. This thing's probably dirt cheap. This thing probably goes for maybe $4,000 tops. And those cars too, that's another one. Like, that's gonna be worth a decent amount of money when it gets to the States. Not GTR money, not GTT money, but people, I know people love the 4-doors, so it's another one you might want to think about scooping up. Mark II, Tour V, but it is automatic, unfortunately. Nobody really wants the automatics. Maybe somebody will buy it and swap it. You see these things swapped all the time too. Oh my God, it's another Subaru. Dirty, she's probably been here a while. I don't know, it's just, I like them. They're fun to drive, but after owning a WRX, a 2013 WRX, driving plenty of STIs, I don't know, it's just not for me. I understand they're great cars and some people love them, but for me, it just doesn't do it. I had my Subaru taste and I probably won't go back for a while. Hey, 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 Honda Beat. Oh, and it's got the Mugen badge. Mugen Muggin. I guess that's the kit that's on it. I like this a lot. I do like these a lot. I think I looked at this one a couple weeks ago online, but didn't end up coming and taking a look at it. It's got 59,000 original kilometers. Pretty sweet. But these things, I don't think they tend to sell very well in the States. Trim's kind of all messed up. It just seems like I see a lot of these sitting at car dealerships in the States that import cars, and they have trouble unloading their K cars a lot, it seems like. Let me know what you guys think from experience of maybe not being a dealer, and when you look at K cars for sale, like, is it something you're interested in? Like, seriously interested in? Like, of course I'm interested in K cars, but seriously, I probably wouldn't buy one for a while until I had a lot of other cars that I wanted. So let me know. Well, you got pretty close on the color match, but not quite. The Suzuki Cappuccinos, it's another one that I personally do like a lot, but once again, they don't seem to sell very well. We had one, we still have one. We had two for like a year and a half, and finally sold one. They're awesome cars, they're fun to drive, but just don't sell too well. All right, we are picking up the wind a little bit here. Hopefully I'm able to cover it somewhat and you guys can still hear me. Right in front of us is the first tower and main tower. I think I'm gonna end this video and head over to that tower now. Jumbo Tower is across the street over there on the other side, and I don't have any reason to be over there. I'm super tired and actually super hungry, so I think I'm just gonna do the first and main tower for the next video. That black piece of crap R33 GTR isn't here anymore. It's gone. Awesome. I wonder if it's gonna be for sale next week now. We'll see. But that is gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna wrap this one up, start another one in this tower right here that I'm under, and do it all over again, show you guys some more cars. So stay tuned for that video to come next. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys have totally enjoyed the Japan content as I've been in Japan for the last 7 months. I do kind of wish I was staying so I could keep doing videos for you guys, but I'm obviously gonna keep doing videos from the States. I'm gonna do as much awesome stuff as I can, and we'll be opening up the USA shop, so we'll have lots of JDM cars to play with. But for now, if you're interested in any of these cars, hit me up, hit Destan up, hit us up on the Garage Defend in the links below. You can find all of our links below, and we'll be more than happy to get a car for you from the auctions or anywhere else in Japan for that matter. And even once I leave, you can still message me if you want. It's no problem. I'll be in direct contact and still working for the shop from the USA, so nothing to worry about there. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching.